Greetings, I'm Dr. W.D. Gaster. I've been notified that there are many curious souls out there who wish to ask me some questions. I'm happy to oblige. An inquisitive mind is a treasure that I'm glad to foster. Now, let's see. Do you have a skeleton? What do you mean, do I have a skeleton? I am a skeleton, made of magical bones stretching from skull to phalanx. The only reason I don't look the part is because of my liquid amalgamated state. Do you like jazz? Yes, especially acoustic groups. They're not too loud, not too quiet, and with the right amount of groove. I prefer music genres that don't try to blow out my ear holes. Why such a tangent? Well, Sans has acquired a strange taste of music. Rock, metal, orchestral rock and metal. It was rather interesting to have choirs paired up with electric guitars, but my goodness, does it overwhelm the senses. Papyrus's tastes are even harder to pinpoint. That young lad tries everything under the sun. From the classics of the bygone era to the hottest track on the charts. What even is this EDM? At least he remains loyal to Metaton's productions. What is your favourite tea? This is an intriguing question for me. See, the world I come from is not the same Earth as you're familiar with, which means certain tea blends, such as the Ceylon, may be sold under a different name, or may not even exist at all. Curious, isn't it? Therefore, it would be best if I stick to the broader classifications instead. I favour bold, red teas the most, fully oxidised, though I've been appreciating some semi-oxidised Far Eastern varieties, thanks to Dr. Alphys. The roasted versions were especially a delight. What about golden flower tea? Please count me out. I have no complaints if His Majesty King Asgore serves me a pot, but given the choice, I would never make one for myself. Were you nervous during the recording? With every ounce of bravery and patience, I will admit that I was. Making a recording with the unfamiliar technology of your era was daunting enough. Then I have to think about the quality of my narration. Did I use the right tone of voice? Did my text-to-speech pronounce the names correctly? Do I have to do any retakes? And if I do, how much credits do I have left for the month? The program isn't free. What thumbnail should I use? Will it catch the audience's attention? And after everything is done and published, will it be well received? Reading books out loud is an art in and of itself, one that I'm a novice at. All these factors make my liquid bones quiver from anxiety. And here's the most requested question. What are your family relations? No specifications, It seems that you are extremely curious about my family ties as a whole. Very well, I shall begin with the biggest elephant in the room. Contrary to the many versions of myself out there, I'm not the father of Sans and Papyrus. I shall repeat again, I am not the father. There's absolutely zero shared genetic data between me and the brothers. The honour of parenthood should instead go to my dear friends, Times Roman and Helvetica, the former being the father and the latter being the mother, respectively. Who are my relatives, then? Well, my father's name was Visigoth, and my mother's name was Shirai. Was being the key word. They have long since passed away. Adding to that family tree, my father had a sister named Aviella. My aunt's line was much more fruitful, meaning that I have a plethora of nieces and nephews many times removed. Sadly, I have not been able to make meaningful connections with my aunt's side. We are so far removed by time, distance, and generation. Apologies for the melancholy. I didn't mean to drag you down. It is what it is. The best I can do is appreciate what I have and move forward. It appears that's all the time we have for this session. These Q&A sessions are rather fun, I'd say. If there are any more questions for me, feel free to leave a message in the comments section. I hope to see you again in the future. Have a good day or night, wherever you may be.